What's up, fellers and fellettes? Out here today, and I'm going to do some repair to the steering here. As you can see, that's now Bluetooth, I guess. I don't know, I broke it off. Anyways, I'm going to weld that on there. Got to get the steering column or shaft out of it, get that welded on good. And I've had about as much fun as I'm going to have building this thing. Everything, the major parts are in place. I'm going to get this thing wrapped up and get it going. It's late August and it's time to start having some more fun. So come along for the ride today, shall you? Okay, got the steering shaft off of it. Now I'm going to weld this crooked bastard on there. Okay, we're going to see if we can't go ahead and start this bitch up. Got the back wheels up on jack stands, even though the chain's going to pop off anyway if it does try to move. And let's see. The throttle I haven't got completely hooked up, so I'll have to give it by gas. Give it by hand. Turn the gas. Maybe that's the opposition. There we go. So, she runs good. Just like I expected. Go ahead and shut the gas back off to her. So at least we know the power plant's good and ready to go. Just got to get the chain situation hooked up. Little test, first test of the power plant anyways. Now I'm going to shorten the chain, get that lined up a little bit, or get that hooked up a little better. Oh, fellers and fellettes, I almost forgot about my newest feature I put on here. Onboard old school navigation. Also known as a compass, just for shits and giggles, because, why not? Okay, fellers and fellettes, here's the deal on this chain situation with this cart. And I'm starting to understand why you don't see front engine go-karts, because they're a pain in the ass. You got a big old long heavy chain that just wants to sag no matter what you do. So, going to have to take this one step further on this build and make a jack shaft. Now, for those of you who don't know what a jack shaft is, you take a solid piece of steel, round stock like this, and you go to like your favorite Tractor Supply or Lowe's or wherever. Sorry about the shaking there. And what you do is you get you some drive sprockets like this with this 1-inch bore. Now, obviously this one won't work, but that came off a little cheap Chinese piece of crap engine I have. Anyway, you get you one sprocket, then you get you another sprocket, and then you get you two bearings, like pillow bearings, which is like what I'm using right there on, there. That's a pillow black bearing. It's a bearing that a shaft slides onto through. And you get you one of those on each end. Two sprockets, you run a drive chain to one sprocket from the engine. That will spin the jack shaft. Then you have another sprocket over here that you run a chain back to your axle. That spins the entire assembly. And that's what a jack shaft is. So, you know, I'm going to have to make one, and I'll probably have it in this area right here. You know, down there, mounted on that front part of the frame, though, just to shorten up the length. We'll have a chain run from here to one sprocket, then another sprocket right here, and we'll run another chain back to the axle. So that's what's going to happen, because there's just too much sag, too much weight. It's just not going to work. I did, though, all today get in the locking collars for the axle, which are these dudes right here. These prevent your axle from sliding in and out, you know, and your tires hitting the frame and whatnot and making bad stuff happen. So, you know, the saga continues with this cart. Time for a little break from this crap and maybe, I don't know, make a jack shaft or something, get it finished and get it the hell out of here. So, you know, on to something new, which will be the drift trike over there, waiting for its axle to be installed, which I have the axle now, thanks to, you know, this one, or not working on this one. So anywho, that's where we're at with this one. So I'm gonna have to make it run to Tractor Supply or somewhere and get my sprockets and my bearings for the jack shaft and get her made. So, you know, we'll be seeing you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.